going to be talking about what you're watching right now. Alien UFOs hovering our planet and hovering the sun, around the sun, the tripod UFO that's sucking the sun, the Illuminati project to turn the sun into a black sun, our second sun Nibiru, and an alien civilization that is probably hovering around and flying around, and we've got so many sightings. I'm going to show you right now 10 minutes of sightings. So what's happening right now, you're watching from the ISS, is what seems to be the Black Knight satellite hovering over our planet. This 13,000-year-old satellite people talk about, Now, we've got this weirder thing going on in the sun, to the sun actually. It's about now 20 years that this is happening. We've got UFOs sucking our sun's energy. Well, the weather over here is crazy. And it's been getting crazier and crazier and crazier by the day. And one of the explanations we can really give you that media is not going to give you at all, so you can share this right now because we're not lying to you. You can see this. This is from NASA. God damn it. So these are UFOs. They stick. Look at the size of that thing. That's like, I don't know, 30 times the size of our planet. Okay. So that is a UFO that seems to be like, I don't know, the size of, I don't know, it's enormous. It's sucking the sun's energy and then it flies off. So it's not just one. I'm going to show you closely. You see that? It seems like a tripod, right? More than one. It seems like a tripod, doesn't it? It's like a huge ball UFO thingy, and it has these tripods sucking up the sun's energy, and then suddenly it swooshes away, And it has a smaller brother that's doing the same thing on the upper side. Now, this is like, James, is this the only footage that we have? Is this the only evidence that we have? No, this is not the only evidence that we have. Now you can see that we have a smaller brother on the upper left side over there. You see it. We have a smaller brother on the upper left side. They're going to leave the sun soon enough. They're going to just swoosh off, swoosh away. So take a look at that. It's going to leave the sun, okay? So now it's sucking up the sun's energy, and every time it does that, the sun goes black. Take a look at that. In 1996, this is the first picture we found on the net of what seems to be the same object leaving the sun. And every time it does that, the sun gets blackish and it gets very much hotter. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that may explain what people are calling or hoaxing as global warming. This is in 2001 and there is no UFO at all. This is in 2001. So now let's take a look at this. Now let's take a close look. We have this picture where you can see a pixelated object over there that probably they're hiding. Not interesting for us to see. And another on the upper left, on the upper left part, we have another UFO over there that we can clearly see. It's not a star, for example, it's not a comet or something like that. It's just a UFO, a very weird object that seems to be swooshing by. It's very similar to this object that was sent to us by this morning by an anonymous source. Thank you very much for this picture. Like, this is really crazy. Again, this was sent to us this morning by an anonymous source, and we have 6 or more. We have 9 pictures from this object that was sent to us, and it's hovering our planet. At first, the person thought it was a comet falling or a satellite that was broken and falling, but take a look at that. It's gonna fall, and fall, and suddenly it stops, hovers to the right, as you can see right now, and then it starts going up. Okay, so what the heck is that? Okay, that is obviously not that's obviously not a satellite falling or a object falling. And when you see it, zoom in, it seems like a UFO. So we have these alien fleets. Where are they coming from? What we call a planetary system, a whole entire planetary system that accompanies this dwarf star, you know what I mean? They are called the Anunnaki. So are the Anunnaki actually here? Take a look at that. We have these UFOs next to the sun. They're sucking up the sun's energy. Whatever they do with that, and why, we don't know what's the objective. Now, some people say that it's the Illuminati. They want to suck up the sun's energy to make it black, make it go black. so they can create this new world order. Well, that could be true. What if these UFOs are actually manufactured here in the Earth? I mean, I don't know, man. It could be. You know what I mean? Take a look at that. We have a tripod over there. You can see we have a round object and we have two legs coming out of it, and it's sticking up to the sun, probably sucking up the sun. But this is a picture. This is not a footage, not video footage, but video footage. So the video footage over there I just showed you is really, really hard evidence that this picture you're seeing right now is the same object. It's a round object with two legs, or maybe more than two legs. Take a look at that. It's sucking up, it's connected to the sun and sucking up its energy. Every time it does that, the sun goes black. This is what you need to know. Take a look. We have, for example, this picture over here. We have a UFO with very clearly three legs connected to the sun. That's what I would call the sun sucking tripod. Okay, what I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, we don't have a name for this. That's what I mean. We don't know what this is, but every time this UFO appears next to the sun, it starts connecting these legs to the sun, and the sun goes darker. Its energy starts, like, what seems to fade away. But I don't know if it's fading away. We don't know what's happening. What we do know is that NASA and other organizations are telling us, or trying to convince us, that we have a massive global warming for more than 20 years or so. And this is actually happening since 1996. I just showed you a picture of what seems to be an object leaving the sun in 1996. Okay, so this, for example, what you're watching right now seems to be a tripod connected to the sun, just like the video you just watched. This, this is just strong and hard evidence, and this all been sent to us by an anonymous source. And we're gonna tell you this, man. We are supposed to be looking closely into this, because what's happening right now is, like, my question to you is, how is the weather over there, buddy? You know what I mean? How's the weather over there? Come on, let's wake up. Weather over here is definitely not normal. Definitely not normal. How is the weather over there? Is it normal? Do you really consider it normal? And not only that, we have people sending us pics and videos, every week, of what people are calling Nibiru. We don't know if it's Nibiru or not. We don't know where it is. We don't know actually its origin. We don't know anything about it. But I bet these scientists from NASA, or these organizations, these shadow governments, they do know what's happening. Now, is this all a plan to create a new world order agenda? Is this all been has this all been developed through the years? And how is this all connected to the Illuminati? We don't actually know. But there are some people that think that this is connected to the Illuminati. So please do comment below. Tell us what you think. Don't forget to share and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Hey guys, this is Jingle for the Impossible channel. We're going to be talking about what you're watching right now. Alien UFOs hovering our planet and hovering the sun, around the sun, the tripod UFO that's sucking the sun, the Illuminati project to turn the sun into a black sun, our second sun Nibiru, and an alien civilization that is probably hovering around and flying around, and we've got so many sightings. I'm gonna show you right now 10 minutes of sightings. So what's happening right now, you're watching from the ISS, is what seems to be the Black Knight satellite hovering over our planet. This 13,000-year-old satellite people talk about, you know. Now, we've got this weirder thing going on in the sun, to the sun actually. It's about now 20 years that this is happening. We've got UFOs sucking our sun's energy. Well, the weather over here is crazy, and it's been getting crazier and crazier and crazier by the day. And one of the explanations we can really give you that the media is not going to give you at all, so you can share this right now because we're not lying to you. You can see this is from NASA, god damn it. So these are UFOs. They stick. Look at the size of that thing. That's like, I don't know, 30 times the size of our planet. Okay, so that is a UFO that seems to be like, I don't know, the size of